Hello, community. Welcome to yet another conversation about women. We all know that the month of March, we celebrate women around the world. Our theme this year is Give to Gain. As a women's financial literacy advocate, I want to speak into the aspect of sense, women, and community. What do I mean? Ever heard somebody in community say they had money and they don't? Or while you worked, you had money. Where did it go suddenly? So that is why I am here to speak to a woman out there. And listen, it does not matter how much you are making. It's how are you using the much you have. And this is where the journey of financial literacy starts. This journey starts with an aspect of income. How much are you earning? How much are you earning at that market? Selling your bananas from Buokota, selling your tomatoes from Masaka, selling your beans. I'm speaking to the corporate woman working for a strong brand like Prudential. How much are you earning? I'm speaking to somebody who has a consultancy gig somewhere. Start to list all your earnings. And when you do, you'll have clarity of setting the right budget. You need to know how much you need to spend on every item in your home, on your fuel, on the children's school fees. You should know and you should document. And I want to advise somebody, the budget that worked in January may not be the budget that you use in March. What does this mean? You need to constantly revisit your budget. Do not overshoot your budget. Your budget cannot be above your incomes. So ideally, you cut your coats according to your cloth. Today, your children may be going to a low-tier government school. And tomorrow, when you manage your resources well, they can be able to go to a better school, right? Stay with me. After you budget, there are 3 aspects I need you to look into. That is your saving, your investment, and your protection. Now listen, I know you've heard the world-best practice of 50-20-30, but that will alternatively work best on your lifestyle. For me, it's got to be a 10 somewhere because of my spirituality. It's got to be a 10 for community. It's got to be a 10 again for my personal development. Many a times as women, we tend to overgive and forget to build ourselves. Listen, woman, today, you were made for more, not just to bear children, not just to nurture children or stay in the kitchen. You were made for more. So you need to save. And listen, when it comes to investment, you need to only invest in regulated skills. You cannot be seen working with Ponzi schemes. I remember many years ago, there are so many Ponzi schemes that came up, and they were literally telling us, post this number of posts and you're going to earn this much. Unless a scheme is regulated, kindly stay away from it. And the last, which is the most important one, is what we call preservation of wealth. Woman, I am speaking to you as we celebrate the world women, right? You need to protect whatever you have worked hard for. That means transfer that risk to another person. And that's why you need to get yourself a life assurance policy. And that policy must sit well with your incomes. So if you're working, you're making money. If you're saving, maybe you put it in a unit trust where the money is compounding over time. If you are investing, it must be in a regulated state. And most importantly, you must protect. And that is insurance. Insurance is like building a wall, a fence that protects your house. If you love people, if you are the breadwinner, if you are a mother, and if you are an auntie to somebody, you need to protect the lifestyle you're giving them today. Gone are the days when society cared for our children while we transitioned to another life. Gone are the days while we depended on our children for our retirement. Parents, mothers, aunties, and uncles, your children are never your retirement plan. Your spouse is not your retirement plan. As we celebrate this month of Give to Gain, you must be very passionate about your wealth so that when years are gone, you retire peacefully. You can afford health insurance that your children are never worried to pick your phone calls. Until next time, happy Women's Day. Give to Gain.